dark secrets of Egypt.
Ancient Egypt is often presented as a land of pharaohs, pyramids, and gods carved into stone. But beneath the familiar images lies a truth far more complex and far more mysterious than what history books usually explain. For over 3,000 years, Egypt remained one of the most stable civilizations in human history. While other empires rose and collapsed, Egypt endured. This alone raises a question. How did a civilization so ancient manage to survive for so long with such precision, organization, and knowledge? The pyramids are the center of this mystery. The Great Pyramid of Giza was not just a tomb. Its alignment with the cardinal directions is accurate to a fraction of a degree. The stones used in its construction weigh several tons each, yet they were cut, transported, and placed with astonishing accuracy. Even today, with modern cranes and tools, rebuilding such a structure would be extremely difficult. There are no detailed records explaining how the pyramids were built, no construction manuals, no clear descriptions of the tools used. What we do know is that copper tools alone should not be capable of cutting granite with such precision. This has led some researchers to believe the ancient Egyptians possessed techniques that are now lost to time. Egyptian knowledge extended far beyond architecture. Their understanding of astronomy was deeply advanced. The pyramids reflect star patterns, especially those connected to Orion, a constellation linked to Osiris, the god of the afterlife. To the Egyptians, the sky was not just space, it was a map of the spiritual world. Death was not an end, but a transition. This belief explains Egypt's obsession with the afterlife. Mummification was not a ritual based on superstition, but on detailed anatomical knowledge. Egyptian embalmers understood the human body well enough to preserve it for thousands of years. Some medical papyri reveal surgical procedures, treatments, and diagnoses that would not appear in other civilizations for centuries. One of the most overlooked truths about ancient Egypt is how suddenly much of its knowledge appeared. Egypt's earliest dynasties already showed advanced writing systems, engineering skills, and religious philosophy. There is little evidence of a slow developmental phase. It is as if Egypt inherited knowledge from an earlier, forgotten source. This has led to theories that Egyptian civilization may have been built upon the remnants of an even older culture, one destroyed by catastrophic events such as floods or climate collapse. Ancient Egyptian texts themselves speak of a time before the pharaohs, when gods ruled the land. Whether symbolic or historical, these stories hint at a deeper past. The decline of Egypt was not sudden but gradual. Foreign invasions, internal corruption, and the loss of traditional knowledge weakened the civilization. As temples closed and priests lost influence, sacred knowledge disappeared. By the time Egypt fell under Roman rule, much of what made it extraordinary had already been forgotten. Today we see Egypt through broken monuments and damaged texts. But what remains is enough to challenge everything we assume about ancient history. Egypt was not just a primitive civilization learning to survive. It was a society that understood mathematics, medicine, astronomy, and spirituality at a level that still confuses modern scholars. The truth about ancient Egypt is not that it was mysterious because it was ancient. It is mysterious because we may have underestimated it. And as long as the pyramids stand, silent and precise against the desert sky, they continue to ask the same question. How much of our past have we truly forgotten?